Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to Creative Ends International. Today, there is this new method of making handfan that is trending, and I just feel I should bring it to my subscribers and to my viewers, the lovers of creative ends, so that maybe in any area of it where you are confused, I'll be able to give you guidance. We make this with Applique, so we are going to look at different things today from this video. First, we are going to start with how to create the Applique. So Applique, I mean, so we start by creating a pattern. So you can use chest wording, you can use carton, you can use any kind of paper to create. It can be a biscuit paper even, just to draw a pattern that looks like leaf. All right, you create it to look like leaf. The easiest way you can create it is by drawing two triangles opposite each other and then joining it, because you need the sharpness of the edge for the work. All right, so now this is my own pattern that I have been able to draft out, and the measurement is 8 inches, but yours mustn't get to 8 inches. The one I actually used for this project was not up to 8 inches. All right, because 8 inches will be big, but if you are going to make your fan big, it's all right. Then we are going to use glitter, we are going to use felt, and then this material I am holding is called organza. You know, there is this type they call, is it zicrylonin net or whatsoever. That one is quite expensive compared to organza. That one is strong on its own already, but this organza, we prepare the organza. You can get up to 2 or 3 layers for the organza depending on how thick you want it. But for the hand fan, you don't need more than 2 layers. For the hand fan, 2 layers is okay. If you are going to be preparing applique for your dress decoration, then you can use more than 2 layers, but for the hand fan, 2 layers is perfect. Okay, so we cut the organza. All right, first of all, knowing the height of our uh, um, design that we are using. All right, so you know the height, and then you follow that height to cut out your organza. Like I said, the one I just draft out now, this pattern is 8 inches. So if my organza is up to 10 inches high, it's not bad. All right, so after cutting your felt and laying it flat, you use the second one to double it, and then you iron. Me, I use steam iron because it's faster, but any other iron you are using we still melt the felt and glue it together. So it doesn't matter either you have a steam iron or not. Okay, so now that we are done gluing it, we go ahead and place our pattern on it, and then we use the pattern to cut out the shape. So to do this, you can actually iron up to 5 different 6 to 10 felt of your same measurement, put it together. All right, then take your pattern, pin it on it the way I'm pinning it now. It will help you to be able to cut out 10 pattern at a time. Yes, so that you don't go ahead cutting one by one. It will be stressful, it will be frustrating, it will be tiring. So you can place your patterns up to 10, 15 together. Just use big needle to hold it together, and then pierce it and cut your pattern. So you'll be surprised that, oh, you've been able to cut out 10 or 15 at a time. Okay, so we cut out the pattern. The pattern is ready, this is ready. I just want to ensure that it is in a good shape, so I just look around and take a little bit of trimming. Then we go ahead and then fix our glitter to it. So we fix the glitter. To fix the glitter, I just want to use one strand of that glitter. I don't want to use two. Sometimes when we are fixing, you can use two, but me, I prefer to work with one. So when you cut it out, you just cut out what you know you will use, and then you go ahead and use your liquid glue. Liquid glue. All right. Use your liquid glue and apply on it and fix it. You can also use hot glue, but I just like liquid glue. But if you want to use hot glue, don't use the big candle. Don't use the big candle gum. Use the small one, so that the quantity of glue that will be released at a time will be very small, and will not cause unnecessary stain on your work. So you can see I have a lot of it here. As you follow this video to the very end, I will be telling you everything you need to know, ranging from the number of applique that you should prepare, and in short, everything you need to know. So I will encourage that you watch the video to the end. Don't be in a hurry, because I will tell you everything you need to know. All right. So the applique is ready. We have a lot of it prepared, and of course you can see I have the fan skeleton. I have my trimming, the fat trimming, and then I also have some stones. Okay, so the stone is optional. Okay, so we start by wrapping the fan skeleton. This process is not compulsory. It's not compulsory you wrap, but I like to wrap because I always feel that if there is any opening, it should be covered. Then I also go ahead to wrap the handle using the small or tiny trimming instead of the fat one. When I'm wrapping handle, I always prefer using the tiny trimming. But if you do not have the tiny trimming, you can go ahead and use the fat one. So again, we are going to divide the applique into half. All right. So that 4 inches divided by 2, you'll be getting 8 inches divided by 2. I mean, you'll be getting 4. You cannot use it complete without cutting it. You have to cut it. All right. So you must cut. That is one thing that you will know now. You must cut. I did not start this video from the beginning because there is something very important I have to explain while I'm fixing the back. So instead of me doing explanation here and going to the back again for further explanation, I prefer I just do the explanation through the back. So that's why you can see that already the fixing of the applique has gone far before I showed you this place. But I have a reason for that. We will soon turn this fan to the back, and then I will be able to give you proper explanation of what you need to know concerning fixing the back, so that you will not make any mistake. And while I'm doing that, I'll still be able to guide you on how you are supposed to do this part, so that you don't make mistake. I'm also going to talk about the pricing for this product if you care to know what how you should sell it. All right, so that you don't do what uh you are doing and then you sell at loss. The reason I'm going to discuss that is because a lot of people do ask me questions on how much do I sell this when I'm done making it, and sometimes I just feel I don't really have response for that, but I'm going to be doing that explanation here. All right, and like I said, I'm going to be telling you the number of applique that you should prepare. All right, so that you don't go ahead and prepare what is not needed, because for you to prepare the applique, of course you agree that it's going to take some time, and you know it's not necessary you waste your time, especially when you don't need to. So we are done with the front. Let's go to the back. That is where we really have explanation. So this is the back. Okay, so this back now, we are going to work on the back consciously. All right, we are going to work on the back consciously. If today is the first time you are discovering Creative Ends International, please do subscribe to this channel because it's a place to be. This is a community that you will love. So we go ahead to the back decoration. Now, to fix the back, first of all, you have to ensure that the placement is in the same length, is following the same length with the front. In short, there is no back and front, but let's just use it like that. All right. So you have to ensure that your placement is following the same line with the front. It should not be longer than where you place the front. All right. So it should, as you, especially the first line, this first line matters a lot. It has to be in line, it has to flow, it has to be in the same angle, all right, with the um with the first part, let's call it the front. All right. So we are going to fix that carefully, and as we fix it, it must, don't just fix that, oh, I have finished arranging this first one, I don't need, you have to be careful from the beginning of your placement to the end. That is why you can see that I'm not even fast forwarding this part at all, because if at all you get this part wrong, your the appearance of your fan will just look awkward, and you don't want that to happen. You know, this is not feathers. When we use feathers and we have some kind of misplacement, disorderliness in our placement, we can use our scissors to just correct it by the time we are through, by just simply trimming it. But with this particular applique hand fan, you are restricted. You cannot trim out any part of this hand fan, because it's actually going to alter what you have done from the beginning. So you have to consciously and carefully do your placement at the beginning, so that by the time you are done, you don't have anything to worry about. Everything you need to check and balance as far as this placement is concerned, you must do it. All right. So you can see that we have fixed the first line completely. Now I also need to explain the second line to you, because if you also miss the second line, you will not get a proper delivery. So to place the second line, you must be very conscious of the fact that the triangle, the opening of each triangle, yes, that place is where the next triangle should appear. You see where I fixed my hand just now? Yes, you see that place? That's the target. You don't just place it anyhow. The edge of the second line must come out from the point where the two triangle, where the triangle was formed from the first two placement. So you see that that opening of the triangle is very important. As you fix, it has to rest on the opening of the triangle. Watch as I place this one again, so that you can see the opening I am actually talking about. All right, did you see it? You see the edge coming out from that triangle. This is how you must carefully follow until you get to the end. Even the third line, while you are arranging the third line, you still have to be conscious of that triangle, that opening, so that you place the edge of the triangle there. That is what we interpret the beauty of the fan. If you just go ahead and just begin to place randomly, the fan will not, you might think that you've done something right, but the beauty of the fan will not totally be seen, and it might not really be too attractive. And of course, you don't want to do a work that is not attractive. The moment I finish this work, the moment I finish this training, even this work that I did for the purpose of training, a client came for it. I did it for training purpose, so I did not even go all too much into it with too much of of embellishment and all of that, but still a client came for it. That is to tell you that whatever you are doing, once you do it well, you will get the best result and clients will be attracted to your business. It's not about anything, it's just about your commitment. Okay, so we are done fixing both the front and the back. What we have to bother about now is about the finishing. Okay, so again, I would like to emphasize that the skeleton of this fan I am using is a small one. So the number of applique I will be giving here is for a small fan. Okay, it's for a small size purse. This is purse, all right, a small size fan. Okay, so that you can now think of what it will take you for the big size. So this is a small one. So let's just go ahead and finish up with the patches. So we cover the edge, and again, I would also like to emphasize that you can actually do without getting your applique to the very last edge of the fan, especially if you intend to write anything on it. So with that one, you would be needing to use a big size fan for that. Okay, so maybe I will still come up with a tutorial of the one you are going to write on, but not now. I just said maybe. So we'll go ahead and cover the finishing. Okay, but we'll go ahead and cover the finishing.